Good morning, class of 2025. So even as we gather to celebrate this moment of achievement, we also bear witness to the terrible grief that we feel for the loss of one of your classmates, Rashik Sukat. We can and should hold these two truths simultaneously: grief and celebration. And even though Rashik is not with us this morning, he is very much in our thoughts. And to honor his memory, we have set aside a chair to symbolize that presence. So before we begin today's commencement ceremony, I'll ask all of us just pause for a moment in silence to remember Rashik and his family. They are forever part of this class and this community. So I want to extend a big welcome to all of our families and our friends and members of our extended Hamilton community who are joining us from across the globe. Today is a big day. It's a day that deserves all of this pomp and circumstance. There's only a handful of milestones in your lives like this. So I want to give you one final assignment, our students. We still haven't given you your diplomas yet, so you have to take this seriously. So I want you to think about a word that defines this moment for you right now. It could be a feeling, it could be a hope, it could be a memory, it could be an adjective. And on the count of 3, you are all going to yell your word as loud as you can. Okay, so I'm going to give you exactly 2 seconds to come up with your word. All right, we're ready. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, I think I heard hope. I think I heard someone say optimism, exhaustion. I think I heard someone in that corner say hungover. That's your word for the rest of your life. You should have chosen it more wisely. Okay, so today I want to tell you a story about a student who I know who arrived at Hamilton from across the country. Parts of the story I imagine will be familiar to you. The student had never been to central New York, had never been to a rural part of the country, so everything was new, every face, every name, every building. He was told to go to Kirkland Cottage for the signing ceremony. What is this Kirkland Cottage? Who is this Kirkland? Why are we signing this book? Oh, he learned, Samuel Kirkland, founder of the college, an acquaintance of Alexander Hamilton. And he thinks to himself, wow, this place is really old, 1793, more than 231 years. And he thinks about all the students that stood in this cottage before him. And he feels like he's part of something bigger. And then he hears about the dark side and the light side, heart and head and art and science and Charlie XCX and Sabrina Carpenter. He lives on the gray side, so he kind of feels like he's left out of all that drama, and anyway, he likes Taylor Swift. So he walks up the hill every day, and it's a little bit unpleasant, but it's also kind of exhilarating because it slows him down just enough to take in the extraordinary beauty of this campus, and he whispers to himself, I am here. I am really here. It's the same feeling he had on move-in day. The screaming, the dancing, the costumes, the hats, all the very inappropriate signs. And it made his heart sing. Everyone seems to love this place so much. He thought, will I? Will I make friends? Will I fit in? And of course, the community greets him with warmth and kindness, and people walk with their eyes up and they say hello and they hold the door open for each other. He stops to play spike ball in front of the library. He joins a group of jugglers on Martin's Way. He is bad at both of those things. No one cares. And now he is sitting in his first class and he feels like an imposter. Sure, he was selected to be here from a very competitive pool. He must be good enough. But what if he's not? Then the class starts, and he realizes that no one is judging anybody else. No one's competing. Everyone is fully engaged. They're asking great questions. It's the most dynamic learning environment he's ever been in, and the imposter syndrome starts to fade. But there it is again when he walks into Commons for the first time. Terrifying. Why are there no trays? Where are the utensils? Is it true that I can eat pizza every single day? Who should I sit with? He chooses someone who's listening to music, and he asks, what are you listening to? And that becomes a bridge to a conversation, to a friendship. He meets more friends. He feels like he belongs. He reflects on that year. He can't imagine learning more, growing more, overcoming more doubt, building confidence. It turns out that know thyself is more than a college motto. Flash forward, today. He's at graduation. So many moments, so many memories. He's worn a cap and gown before, but this somehow feels different. This feels, again, like part of something bigger. Maybe it's being part of the history of this place. Maybe it's overcoming all that adversity and the doubt and finally to reach this moment. Maybe it's the realization that so many other people, parents and friends and professors and staff and coaches, all made this possible. And that first-year student, me, stands on this stage right now. And he looks out at all of you, and I realize that I have fallen in love, that Hamilton has swept me up in its embrace, and I know my freshman year is familiar to so many of you, to all of you. You have all been on this journey. You have all fallen in love with each other, with this college, with this moment in your life on this hill. And maybe today feels so big because you're about to walk away from something that you love so much. You're about to say goodbye. But we don't call this the goodbye ceremony. This is commencement. You're beginning another chapter. And you're not walking away because all of us, your teachers, the staff that have supported you, your classmates, me, we are all walking with you because Hamilton is for life. Congratulations, graduates. Celebrate what you have done together. You are the Hamilton class of 2025. There will never be another. We love you. Congratulations.